Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great and wonderful morning. Today, I would like to discuss a topic that's been bothering me for a while. You know, it's I wanted to talk to someone about it, but I just thought I'd just make a video about how I'm feeling. I would like to discuss, racism on the job. And I know this is an uncomfortable conversation for a lot of people, but I have to say it. I just have to say it. So, at my current job, I won't name the business, but let's just say all I do is show up to work, do what my boss tells me to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't, cause any trouble. I try to be an upstanding young man, an outstanding employee. I try to be, cordial and just respectful. I say good morning to everyone, you know, and then most of the time I just get stares. And it ain't just like a stare, just staring at me like this. It's like a stare of disgust and hate. And I've been dealing with it. At first, I just thought people probably was having a bad day or something like that. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But as the weeks went by, I realized it ain't just a bad day. Maybe it's a bad day when people see me. You know what I mean? I'm not just trying to say people are racist or anything like that. Like I said, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yesterday, it was like amplified times 10. At first I was just ignoring it, just doing my job and whatever, being cordial, just trying to get through the day, just trying to make it home alive, just trying to be, because American citizen, because I am born and raised in this country, you know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like, I'm definitely an outsider. And the thing is, when I was growing up, as a kid, my family never really taught me about racism or anything like that. They didn't even, I knew I was black, but I didn't really understand the nuances of, racism in America. You know what I'm saying? I was introduced to that at a young age. And I'm not trying to have a negative outlook on every, white person or anything like that. I love everybody, but I just felt like I had to make this video. You know what I mean? Yesterday, there was this new employee, right? He's new. I've been there for a while. I tried to, introduce myself to him, and he introduced himself to me. You know what I mean? But, I'm just being nice, showing him the job. But it felt like when I was showing him the job, you know what I mean? I wasn't being condescending, My boss asked me to help him out. So I was just doing my best to do that. It just felt like he was like, had a problem with that. Like, he didn't want me showing him anything. He's like, I got it. Even though he didn't really know how to do the job, or he went to someone else, even though my boss specifically asked me to, help this gentleman, you know what I mean? And I guarantee you, like, I was like walking away and I heard him utter nigger, like literally. I'm like, oh, I turned around and he kind of like was kind of walking away, but I knew it was him. And that just, I didn't get upset. I was just more like disappointed. I'm like, I didn't come to work for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if I want to go back to that job, but I will go back. I will talk to my superiors, my supervisor. But it's just, I don't know, man. It makes me just feel like, what's the point, Like, I work so hard, I try so hard to just be, a good person, but in the end, it really doesn't even matter. So I'm like, yeah. And it's just kind of what's going on. It's like, it's not being spoken about enough. about racism on the job. It's like if I were to just to be an ignorant person and just be loud and rambunctious and obnoxious and just be rude, I'm going to experience that. But if I work hard, be kind to everyone, help people out, you know what I mean? And just, I've given people money at my job, you know, because I work with a predominantly, you know, white crew. And a lot of them are cordial, but there's mixed emotions. You could tell people probably have agendas. I don't care about that. I'm not there to try to figure out your agenda. But when it's blatant like that, it's just for no reason at all. I just thought I was in the 1920s or something. I thought this shit was, and I see that things are not, and it's never changed. So I don't understand how people can say it's changed. It has not changed. I'm on the ground floor working every day, and I'm experiencing shit like this constantly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it hasn't changed at all. You know, I'm not gonna just bite my tongue or, you know, lower myself to deal with something like that. No one should have to deal with that. I wouldn't put anyone through anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm the type of guy, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to like me. You can hate me secretly. But if I show you respect to your face, you have to reciprocate. You don't, you know what I mean? I feel like you have to reciprocate. And if you don't, and if you just blatantly disrespectful or blatantly, you know, racist, it just bothers me. I know everyone is not going to like everyone. I know everyone is not going to be locked arms and just, you know, marching through the sunset together. I know people, you know, just dislike people for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? I know this. But there's a thing called being cordial and having work etiquette. You know what I'm saying? And people like that shouldn't even be allowed to work at a job. You know what I mean? Like if you're just going to come to work with that energy and just that hate in your heart. And that was his first day. That's my first time meeting this guy. I mean, he doesn't know me or anything like that. And his first impression of me was me shaking his hand, being cool with him, you know, telling him about the job, just trying to get to know him on a, you know, not a super personal level because we're still like work associates. So I'm not going to get too personal with anyone, but just trying to, you know what I mean? Be an upstanding, you know, gentleman, I guess. But that shit backfired right in my face. And I still have a positive attitude. You know, that really didn't, you know, it just kind of made me think a little bit. It didn't shake my confidence. It just made me just like shake my head. And I just felt like I had to make this video. I have to make this video. And I want people in the comments, whoever watches this video, to, you know, just give me feedback and just, you know, let me know if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, what else I could have done to, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I don't want to have to feel like I'm walking on eggshells with people. You know, I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm a man. I'm not a boy. I'm not anyone's boy. And, you know, I walk with my head up, confident, look people in the eyes, I shake their hands, I try to be respectful. And I guess some people don't like that. Some people still think, you know, black people should be doing that step and fetch shit. You know what I mean? But that's not me. This is not the 1920s. I'm not gonna, you know, adhere to those type of rules where my forefathers and foremothers had to go through. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what it is. It's the mask of civility slipping or something, but it just gets worse and worse every day. And I know I'm not the only one going through this, but it just feel like people just hate me the most. I don't know. Because it's not the first time. Everywhere I go, I just try to be respectful, you know, kind. I don't even bother people. You know what I'm saying? I try to be cool. It's just like, I don't know. There's something about me. I don't know. People just either love me or they hate me. And I don't care, but I shouldn't have to deal with that on the job. You don't have to like me, man, secret, you know, for real. You can hate me, but just try to have work etiquette. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone should go through that. And that just made me feel like, I ain't gonna say sad, it upset me a little bit. I'm like, damn, all I just try to do is work. I'm teaching this guy, you know, things on the job, and it's not a hard job, you know what I'm saying? But my boss wanted me to show him, you know, a few things, and I went over there, and everything was cool at first, and then he just caught an attitude and then things went left. I'm thinking to myself, what's the attitude for? I guess he didn't want a black man to show him anything, which was, I guess, but I don't know. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just rambling at this point, but nonetheless, it's just something that we have to deal with as black Americans in this country. This is our country too, you know what I mean? And race relations, because of what's been going on in the world, I think it got set back to like 1940s or something. You know what I mean? It feels like it's the civil rights era all over again. Actually, I realized the civil rights era never ended. You know what I mean? People tell me, oh, racism's gone, racism gone. Racism doesn't exist. That's bullshit. You could be the nicest person in the world, but if you're black, you're still gonna get that inkling of hate. Just, I don't know, man. I don't hate the guy. I love him. God bless him. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. I'm not trying to go tit for tat with someone. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm just trying to survive in this world. I want to survive. You know what I mean? I got my own apartment, car, no children. You know what I'm saying? 2 jobs. I'm just trying to survive. I just want to have a family and live a long time, if that's all right with, America. But I'm starting to see that, this shit is, I don't know, man. But I love everyone. I didn't make this video to try to create separation or, segregation. I'm just made this video to get my point across. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just felt like I had to do this because it was just eating away at me. And I'm about to go to work again today, So I just felt like I had to make this video for my YouTube channel and just post it. And hopefully YouTube doesn't dismiss this video because of guidelines. I'm not really saying anything too bad in this video. I'm just speaking on my experience. And it's true. You know what I mean? So God bless everyone. I hope everyone have a wonderful day, and just let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Love you guys.